Hey guys, welcome back. Not a Real Farm. So for the last probably day and a half, I've had this crushing headache, and no matter what I'm doing, it's not going away. Tylenol doesn't work. Sleeping isn't working. Um, I'm seeing stars in my eyes, all kinds of stuff, and I think I'm having kind of like a visual migraine. Maybe that's at least that's what I'm seeing. It says. So, unfortunately, even having visual migraines or whatever's going on, or pressure changes. I know there's some pressure changes in the atmosphere. Maybe I'm reacting to that, but the harvesting must go on. So I'm going to be picking some tomatoes this morning to get that out of here, and then the next thing is outside. I've probably got about 45 days before we're going to get a frost. So now it's time to take out some of the tomato plants that are sitting there with green tomatoes that I know are not going to turn red. Pick them all, cut out the plants, and now put in something that will come to fruition so that I can actually harvest that before the frost. So it's going to be something quick, a hybrid spinach, a radish, something really quick. I've already taken, as you can see from my other videos, the sweet potatoes out. So the sweet potato bed is now filled with lettuces. It's filled with beans. I've put in a couple of other things. What else did I put in here? I put in cilantro, a hybrid basil, and like I said, radishes and onions. So we will get a crop out of that in the greenhouse for sure. Oh yes, and romaine lettuce, because we like to have that sometimes in a sandwich. School is starting again. That should be interesting. But my son likes to have the romaine on top of his sandwiches. So the bin is full, but now it's time for us to get real, get some of this stuff out of here. I've even, I haven't even taken the sunflower down that I said I was going to take down, because there's so many other things that were going on, trying to get, our outside wood stove installed and finished, and I had a UTV I had to finish working on that we ended up getting that didn't run, and we weren't sure it was going to run, but my husband got it running, so I'll be putting that on a video as well later on. And then of course now I've got the freeze dryer that I'm going to be experimenting with and seeing how that goes. So we got to get real, get rid of some of this stuff. Let's get the tomatoes at least harvested off of the vines. And then maybe if it's not too long, maybe we'll do, basically take the tomatoes out of the outside garden and put something in there. If you got any suggestions, 45 days is all I've got. So if you've got any suggestions on what I could grow outside in the outside bin, let me know, but let's get to it. so this is our tomato score for this morning. As you can see, some of the tomatoes inside the greenhouse and even some of them on the outside in the bins in the back 40 are starting to show signs of the temperature fluctuations inside and outside by cracking, right? So they're expanding and they're contracting and they're cracking. So this is how I know that, even outside, I'm going to have even less amount of time to grow, because the temperatures are, going down into basically the 50s at night and sometimes a little less. So I only have probably about a month left outside to grow. As you can see, it's starting to give me some issues with, blossom end rot outside just because of the temperature fluctuations and whatever else probably is going on now. We've had 4 days of straight rain, so a lot of this has to do with the rain outside. But inside the greenhouse, as you can see, a couple of them were split too, because the greenhouse gets severely hot in the day and then at nighttime it's cooling off. So the tomatoes are starting to show signs of stress and cracking because of that. Doesn't mean that they're not edible. It just means that, these are some of the things that even in a greenhouse you experience where, you only have a certain amount of time to grow things. And mine's not heated in terms of, having a heater available. So it's an unheated greenhouse. So at night when it gets chilly, it's still going to, show the signs of stress on some of the plants. So I have till probably about the end of November to grow, because I'll have to put in cold crops in that greenhouse. And then after that, we'll see what happens in terms of heating and that kind of stuff for this year. But anyways, this is my haul of tomatoes for this morning. Thanks very much for everybody for joining me. And if you have 2 seconds, please click the like button. That really helps me out a bit. And I really appreciate all the comments and all the views and discussions we're beginning to have on the channel. It's actually really nice to see. I just wanted to thank all my viewers and thank everybody that has subscribed for subscribing. It's really wonderful to see and it really helps me out. Thanks very much for joining me today, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below as usual. And I'll see you again soon.